Around 100 people in central Myanmar have been reportedly killed in airstrikes on Tuesday. Myanmar's ruling junta has now confirmed that it carried out an airstrike on a village. The United Nations and Western powers condemned the attacks and demanded accountability. The Southeast Asian country, which has been in chaos and its economy in tatters since the military seized power in a coup in February 2021. In Myanmar, attacks by ethnic minority armies and resistance fighters have challenged the rule of the military. The armed forces have been responding with airstrikes and heavy weapons, including in civilian areas. At least 1.2 million people have been displaced by post-coup fighting, according to the United Nations. Now, as per reports, as many as 100 people were killed in central Myanmar in an airstrike by the military at an event attended by opponents of its rule. These reportedly include many children who were attending a ceremony held by opponents of the army rule, as I mentioned. Tuesday's incident could be one of the deadliest among a string of airstrikes since a jet attacked a concert in October. The military has denied international allegations that it has committed atrocities against civilians. It says it is fighting what it calls terrorists determined to destabilize the country. Western countries, they've imposed sanctions on the junta and its vast business network to choke off revenue and access to arms. Myanmar's National Unity Government, a shadow body dominated by former lawmakers from ousted leader Aung San Suu Kyi's party, condemned the strike as a heinous act. UN Chief Antonio Guterres issued a strong condemnation and called for those responsible to be held accountable. Meanwhile, Volker Turk, the UN Human Rights Chief, said that he was horrified by the airstrikes. The US State Department said that it was deeply concerned. It added that Washington will continue working with the international community to hold the regime accountable for violations and abuses. Germany's foreign office also hit out as saying that the regime was expected to end the violence against its people immediately. At a military parade last month, junta leader vowed to continue cracking down on opponents. In March, more than 30 people sheltering in a monastery were killed in the Shan state. The military recently announced a 6-month extension of the state of emergency and also postponed elections that it had promised to hold by August because it did not control enough of the country for a vote. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.